Now, your forecast first, sponsored by ShermansNow.com. You still have 1 hour to shop. Order by 10 p.m. and get it tomorrow.
Good evening. I'm your local weather authority, Chief Meteorologist Chris Yates. It has been another dreary day with scattered showers, cloudy skies, even a few funnel clouds. We'll have more on the funnel clouds later in the newscast. Here's a wonderful view on our Brave Law Center camera. Temperatures are sitting in the mid-50s currently, 57 in Peoria with overcast skies, even a few passing rain showers skirting through parts of town. Viper radar advertising some of those showers now on the north side, mainly along and north of Highway 150 and War Memorial Drive. Day planner through tomorrow. Temperatures should be back in the mid-60s with still a chance for some passing showers. But will things ever dry up? We'll have that forecast coming up. Wyzz News at 9 starts now.
Tonight at 9, pouring rain causing river levels to rise. How much overflow is expected in central Illinois? Also, a battle at the state capitol why lawmakers are refusing to wear masks upon their return later this week.
Please disregard Facebook. Please don't try to retaliate.
But first, a violent stretch in Peoria. Another person shot in the city. It tops our 99 tonight. As always, we thank you for joining us. I'm Eugene Daniel. Peoria police trying to figure out who pulled the trigger earlier this afternoon. Here's a look near Lynn and Republic today. Officers blocking off the area responding to a shot spotter alert shortly after 4 o'clock. Police say they found a man lying in a yard. He'd been shot in the chest, and a person who lives nearby and has seen the victim around says this is not normal for their neighborhood, especially since the shooting took place right in front of a resident officer's home.
And this person that I know of, I don't know him personally. I don't know his journey. So I'm not going to sit up here and say whether he's bad or good. I just know I've lived here for a while. I sit out front all the time. We've never had any problems here.
The victim, alert when paramedics arrived, and has been hospitalized with serious injuries. And this shooting coming on the heels of a violent Friday night less than 10 minutes to the west. Gunfire breaking out leading to a chase and shootout involving police. One man died. Austin Schick found that officials are still trying to piece together what happened.
A violent Friday night at Pearson Hills Apartments leaves one man dead. Neighbors in the area say gunfire broke out during a vigil for Breon Metz. He was killed in the same area 2 nights before.
I heard multiple shots from my upstairs bedroom window.
Police say when they arrived, they saw a car speed away, eventually crashing into a fence. Officers say the 2 men inside ran, and during the chase, at least one of them shot at police. Officers fired back, and a short time later found 25-year-old Treshawn Shields down on North Kansas Road. He died at the hospital. Police and the coroner are trying to figure out who fired the fatal shot.
We were left with nothing that was conclusive, so we have to dig further and dig deeper.
Peoria County Coroner Jamie Harwood says his findings don't rule out a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Where did the projectile enter the body, and where did it end up? What was the path? And is that path congruent with the investigation from the state police on scene?
Peoria Community Against Violence President Chris Duncan says he believes the initial shots were fired out of retaliation in connection to the death of Breon Metz.
What I've been told, the second individual was very close to the first individual.
Duncan is asking people to avoid using social media as a way to get payback.
Please disregard Facebook. Please don't try to retaliate.
This is still under investigation by Illinois State Police, and Harwood said it could be several weeks before they have a conclusion. In Peoria, Austin Schick, WYZZ News.
Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker announcing today the Illinois Contact Tracing Collaborative. It's a tech-based plan to scale up contact tracing in the state. State health officials want to grow those abilities in each county to reduce the spread of COVID-19 and to stop future outbreaks before they happen. The governor says the Contact Tracing Collaborative will introduce a tool to collect and hold all raw information relating to contact tracing. And this will allow all local health departments to work from one platform and allow the IDPH to operate a real-time sense of where the virus is in Illinois.
Only about 29% of our known cases are engaged in a tracing process. That's a number we want to push as high as possible to the industry standard of over 60%.
The state today reporting 59 new deaths, and so far 4,200 people, more than 4,200 people have died. There are currently more than 96,000 positive cases and more than 600,000 tests have been completed. And a new clinical trial is underway as Central Illinois enters a new phase in hopes of finding a treatment for COVID-19. Brittany Clemens joins us in studio to tell us who qualifies for it. Brittany.
Eugene, today Peoria County health officials announced its first shipment of remdesivir. A Unity Point Methodist health officials say they currently have 5 patients with COVID-19, but none fit the criteria to participate in the clinical trial. He went on to say one was too sick and the others weren't sick enough.
The clinical trial data that has been published so far, they used remdesivir in patients who required oxygen or had evidence of pneumonia due to COVID-19. And the amount of oxygen that could be used could be the regular amounts of low-flow nasal oxygen or even all the way up to ECMO or mechanical ventilation. Some of the criteria that excludes patients from getting remdesivir is if they have kidney failure or multi-organ failure.
Supply is limited at this time. Officials say they have enough for 3 to 6 patients. In previous trials, this antiviral drug has been proven to shorten the duration of this virus. Officials today also reporting 5 total new cases, 2 in Peoria County, 1 new in Tazewell, and 2 new cases in Woodford, bringing the total to 240 reported cases. No deaths were reported.
All right, Brittany, thank you. In McLean County, they're reporting a sharp increase in cases in just the past few days. 17 new cases today, 2 of those coming from a McLean County rehabilitation center. Overall, 187 people testing positive in the area. Most of those have beaten the virus or at home recovering. 7 remain hospitalized. Health officials say there could be several reasons for the recent surge in cases.
It's really too early to tell if it's a direct correlation between increased testing or if we're seeing relaxed social distancing. We know the virus is in our community, and this is why we encourage the public to continue being vigilant.
Testing at the McLean County Fairgrounds continues through Friday before moving to Peoria. To track more numbers, simply head over to our website, ciproud.com. Purchases from a Central Illinois store will go towards helping the community. Sherman's is donating $10 from every sale up to $25,000 to local food banks. The owner says the hope is to curb hunger here at home.
Right now, with all the school closings and job disruptions, the need for food banks is greater than ever. But at the same time, whether it's fundraising or the supply chain has kind of been tough. So we thought it'd be a great area to help.
There are no limits on the number of purchases. You can shop in-store or online. And with that, let's go ahead and check in with our Chief Meteorologist, Chris Shates, with a quick look at that forecast. Chris.
Hey, thanks a lot, Eugene. We're still dealing with a few passing rain showers out there, but they are starting to wind down a little bit. The heavy rain we've had over the last couple of days has finally shifted its way off to the east. Now, things are going to start to dry out just a little bit. Don't want to get you too excited, though, because we still do have some rain showers in the forecast. These showers are generally expected to decrease tonight, only to return tomorrow. They're not expected to be nearly as heavy as they've been. They'll be a little more hit and miss. Meanwhile, the heavier rain showers will remain off to our south and east. If you are looking to spend some time outdoors tomorrow, getting some fresh air and exercise, 54 degrees at 7 a.m. We're going to keep the cloud cover around 64 by noon. I still think will be dry, but some showers will start to pop up. Showers, while light, could continue through about 7 before they start to decrease again tomorrow evening. Now, we had some cold air funnel clouds across central Illinois earlier today. We'll have those and a full look at your forecast, which includes a look at our river levels, all coming up in just a little bit. Eugene?
All right, Chris, coming up, farmers' frustration towards Mother Nature, what extra lengths they have to go through to protect crops. And the 10-part documentary on Michael Jordan's Bulls dynasty has now aired completely. And a Peoria High grad who played for the Bulls has his thoughts on Jordan. Kurt Pegler has the story later in sports.
You're watching WYZZ News at 9 with Eugene Daniel, Chief Meteorologist Chris Yates with your local Weather Authority forecast, and Kurt Pegler with sports. This is WYZZ News at 9.